Besides the military front, there was the so-called home front. And all the men, they went, nearly all of them, went to the front, and in the shops of the industrial enterprises, women and children worked. And when there were air raids, sometimes they didn't have time to go to the basement to hide, and there were such cabins with the doors, and they could get inside and wait till the air raid is over, and then they'll start working again. And even the small children worked. There are some benches you can see here, wooden benches, because some of the workers were children, not grown-ups. Here, and it was very important to have this machine gun. It was moving, and they could fire while moving. It was very important. In the museum. You recognize him, this is Hitler himself, and he's crying, he's weeping, and he is in the woman's scarf, and there is a Russian folk song, and the words of them are, I have lost my ring, I have lost my love. And they have Hitler as if he's singing, I have lost my ring, I have lost my love. It's very sad, because this is a ring, and in the ring, 22 divisions and 330,000 people. They were lost here. And that's why, of course, Hitler is very sad. And these two rivers, the Volga and the Don. Yesterday we went from the Volga to the Don River. It was our yesterday tour.
This is what you tell me.
Where you can see portraits of the most important commanders. First of all, you can see Stalin. It's the carpet. The carpet was made in Turkmenistan many years ago, and this is Stalin himself, the chief commander. And also the first of them is Stalin, and the second of them is Marshal Zhukov, and also the commanders of the France. There is Rokossovsky, Vasilevsky, Vatutin. They were all commanders of the France during the Battle of Stalingrad. But I'd like you to show one portrait. It's not very large. This is Chuikov. He was the commander of the 62nd Army, and his soldiers were in the very center of the city. And we were a day before yesterday on the Mine Hill, and there is the monument Stand to the Dead. And the veterans always say, you see, this is our Chuikov, because Chuikov resembles the soldier on the square Stand to the Dead. There is, of course, much common between them. And now, and have a look, please. There are some personal belongings of the German soldiers and officers. There are banners, and also there is a picture of Madonna. This one, this one, you can see it here. You can see also Paulus here. You can see the columns of the German soldiers and officers taken prisoner. But this picture, it's got a very interesting history. I'd like to remind you of Kurt Reuber. He was born at the beginning of the 20th century. I think he was one of the best men that could be met in those days. At first he became a parson. Then he graduated from the medical university and he became a doctor. He also was a talented artist, and when the war came, he joined the army. It was obligatory, you know, and at last he found himself as the second Kurt Reuber, and he had a wife and 2 children. And in October in 1942, he was allowed to go back home just for a few days, and he saw his wife and 2 children, and then maybe he could have a chance to stay in Germany. But he said, I'm a doctor and I must be with my soldiers. And he went to the Stalingrad front, and those were very, very difficult days, hard days, and Christmas was coming, the 25th of December, and his soldiers came up to Kurt Reuber and said, Christmas is coming, and what about us? Shall we have Christmas? And he said, oh, you'll have Christmas. He was a painter, and he took a large map, a school map, and on the back side he started with a piece of coal drawing this Madonna with a child, and he wrote down 3 words, Licht, Leben, Liebe, light, life, and love. And you see, he adjusted it to the wall, and he put 2 candles and lit them, and he said to his soldiers, come in, please, this is our Christmas. And then this picture, it was brought to Germany, it was taken to Germany, and now it's in the Kaiser Church in Berlin, and we have got a small one. And Kurt Reuber, he was taken prisoner, and in 1944 he died in the concentration camp in Gulag. That was the history of that wonderful man that sometimes